Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Here's a diving catch right side. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he finds his target, Ebron. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw again. Throwing deep for Galladay.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
We got three.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Being chased out left. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run with Penny. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. The one with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Into the red zone. Wentz. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Wentz on third down. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again.
That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down now, Barkley. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Jones now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones to Barkley on the check down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Jones on third down. Short little throw to Ebron. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Wentz going to look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But
oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
7 yards, the pickup there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his big tight end here. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Seconds remaining on the clock. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Washington,
the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.